CUIN 7347, Seminar in Learning, Design, and Technology. Literature Review. In this summary presentation, we will introduce the topic and its significance. We will share some of the key factors that were discovered during the research process that can have an impact on the online learning experience of the older adult. Following the key factors, we will discuss the three most important ideas outlined in the review. We'll share some comparisons in the research and touch on some gaps. We will conclude with ways to improve the older adult learning experience, as well as the need for future research. The purpose of this review was to identify factors that impact the online learning experience of the older adult learner, age 55 and older. So why focus on the older adult learner? I'm glad you asked. I am actually an older adult learner who decided after several years to come back to finish what I started so many years ago. As I researched this topic, I realized that the older adult population is increasing worldwide, and according to the literature, individuals aged 65 and older in the United States will outnumber those under 18 by 2034. As a matter of fact, in 2018, for the first time in history, persons aged 65 or above outnumbered children under 5 globally. In addition, while people are living longer, technology has not stood still. Instead, it continues to evolve. Because adults are living longer, they are remaining in the workforce, some up to age 75. They're participating in online courses and being lifelong learners. According to Bastian and Kretschmann, 2003, many older adults want to learn technology skills and do not want to be excluded from computer training courses. However, the research identifies a few major obstacles that can impact learning for the older adult. These factors have been identified as cognitive changes, stereotypes, including stereotype threat, technology in and of itself, and usability when participating in online courses. There are three main ideas from the research. The first is cognitive learning and technology. Cognitive learning is an active style of learning that focuses on helping us learn how to maximize the brain's potential. It has been noted that with age comes a shift in our cognitive and physical functions, and physiological changes begin to slow down the learning process. So, although older adult learners continue to learn, as we age, it simply becomes harder to maintain control of our autonomy. Next is technology and the older adult. We know that technology continues to advance, and the older population, for the most part, has no intention of being left behind. According to the literature, older adults prefer to receive training before they have to use technologies, and if training with a group, they would rather targeted digital training opposed to general training. When the older adult learners are learning new technology, they generally will need more practice. In a study by Sanchez, older adults learned more rapidly when using online tools that were more flexible and designed with them in mind. Lastly, is design considerations. There were several ideas provided in the research that could potentially improve the older adults' learning experience. We mentioned earlier that one of the main factors impacting the learning experience was usability. And research shows that older adults may experience discouraging usability problems because of the text-based environments and terminology and structure of the web. Therefore, to improve the online learning experience of the older adult learner, usability tests, accessibility, and ergonomic requirements are ways that will help the development of interfaces and products. In addition, designers for older adults can include specific accommodations so that these adults can meet the challenge of learning computer skills. There were several similarities in the research and a few different approaches used to study adult learners. Renaud and Van Bilhorn, 2008, developed the Senior Technology Acceptance and Adoption Model to understand learning, use, and adoption in later life. STAM is a variant of TAM, the Technology Acceptance Model, that is used to understand uptake and digital learning of the broader population. In 2022, Fong used a qualitative approach to examine factors that affect technology use for online learning among older adults by collecting detailed personal views from older adults through qualitative interviews. By adopting this model for the adoption of technology by older adults, developed by Kenneth Hish Wang, they aimed for an understanding of how older adults view technology use for online learning. The research used for this literature ranged from 1998 to 2022, which covers a lot of years. However, technology in general was the basis for several of the articles, and not as much focus on the learning experience. Some of those same articles focused on the adult learner and not necessarily the older adult. One additional concern for me and others was the age of the older adult. Some articles fail to specify a specific age, while others refer to the beginning age as 50 or 65 and then older. In conclusion, it was crystal clear across all articles that we are definitely living longer, and as we age, our cognitive abilities will continue to change. These changes, along with other factors, have an impact on the older adult's learning experience. The usability of the platform, course content, and course design are among the issues that impact learning. Therefore, future usability research that focuses on the older adult learning is needed, and technical support for online courses can be further examined. I thank you for your time and your attention. Slides 13 and 14 will just show references that were used for this review.